What's going on, trainers? Groudon is coming back into 5-star raids this September, and I'm super excited to raid this Pokemon. I consider Groudon one of the best Pokemon in Pokemon Go. I think it's a Pokemon you definitely want on your team. It is a top tier ground type attacker. In its primal form, it's an even better ground type attacker. It's one of those rare Pokemon that boosts 3 different types when it is primaled or mega'd. It looks awesome on its own, but it's also got an amazing, gorgeous yellow shiny form. And to top it all off, Groudon is useful in the Master League. So let's go over the event details, what makes Groudon so good, some strategies and counters, as well as tips and tricks so that you're prepared for Groudon's return this September. Groudon will be in 5-star raids for 12 days, from September 14th to September 26th at 10 a.m. local time. This means it'll also have 2 raid hours. The first one will be Wednesday, September 18th, and then the second one will be September 25th. Both of these 6 to 7 p.m. local time. So if you want a bunch of Groudon raid invites or whatever the Pokemon might be during these raid hours, hop in the DittoBase Discord, discord.gg/DittoBase. I'll post in there ahead of time on Wednesday to see who's interested in maxing out their remotes on Wednesday during raid hour. And so far, we've been able to get everyone as many raids as they wanted. The Hundo CP for Groudon is 2351 or 2939 when weather boosted in sunny weather. So if you see either of these CPs on your catch screen, that means that your Groudon is going to have perfect IVs, perfect stats. So make sure you take your time, use those golden raspberries, and catch that Groudon because it is a hundo. Another thing to keep in mind is that this is not Primal Groudon. So that means there will be no Primal Energy rewarded for completing these raids, but normal Groudon is going to be easier than Primal Groudon. I recommend 3 really strong trainers with great level 50 counters, or if you want to be safe, 5 or more. Try and be self-aware when you're forming these groups, what level are the people you're raiding with, and adjust the amount of trainers accordingly. Shiny Groudon will be available during these raids. The shiny odds will be 1 in 20. Groudon has such a great shiny form. It's got that golden yellow hue to it. I'm definitely going to be trying to collect as many shiny Groudons as I can for lucky trades down the road. What moveset should Groudon have? So for PvE, you're going to want Mudshot as your fast attack, and then Precipice Blades as your charged move. Keep in mind, Precipice Blades is a legacy move, and Groudons caught during these September raids will not have the legacy move. So if you get a good Groudon, you will have to use an elite charge TM to get Precipice Blades to get the most damage out of your Groudon. I would recommend waiting until these raids end, see which Groudon is your best one, and then use the elite charge TM on that. Unless, of course, you get a Hundo or something that you can't get any better than, then you could safely use it there. Otherwise, wait till the end, look for your best one that you're going to power up, and then invest there. I mentioned Groudon is good in PvP, so Groudon is relevant in the Master League. It is rank 32 overall according to PvPoke. The best moveset for Groudon in PvP is going to be Mudshot, Fire Punch, and Precipice Blades. Both Fire Punch and Precipice Blades will require that elite charge TM. So Groudon is not the best ground type in the Master League. Yes, it is relevant. Rank 32 is pretty high, but Therian Landorus and Rhyperior are ranked higher, so keep that in mind. How to best prepare for these Groudon raids so when they go live, you're ready to go. Groudon is a ground type. This makes it weak to water, grass, and ice. We just had the best water type raid attacker in raids, Kyogre. Actually, at the time I'm making this video, Kyogre is still in raids. So Kyogre is definitely my top pick here. Hopefully you did a bunch of Kyogre raids and you have one of these ready to go. Other relatively obtainable counters are Dawnwings and Duskmane Necrozma, Meowscarada, Decidueye, Primarina, and Baxcalibur. So I like to go over some of the more easily obtainable counters first for 2 reasons. Reason number 1 is that you can only Mega or Primal 1 Pokemon at a time. So giving you a list of 5 Mega Pokemon, it's not that useful. And then 2, Shadow Pokemon are pretty rare, especially Shadow Pokemon with good IVs. But if you do need that extra bit of DPS, Primal Revert a Kyogre, Mega Evolve a Sceptile, Mega Rayquaza is also very strong just because Mega Rayquaza is just so good, even though it doesn't have the super effective typing. Mega Swampert, Mega Venusaur, and Mega Gyarados are also good options. If you are fortunate enough to have some strong Shadow Pokemon, Shadow Kyogre, Shadow Mamoswine, Shadow Kingler, Shadow Gyarados, Shadow Empoleon are all viable picks. Now, if your raid group already has enough damage to defeat Groudon, don't Mega Evolve one of those counters. Instead, Mega Evolve a ground type to boost the amount of candy you get from defeating Groudon, because candy is something you're going to need to power it up. So you could Primal Revert an existing Groudon if you already have enough Primal Energy, Other options are Mega Steelix, Mega Swampert, and Mega Garchomp. Special shout out to Mega Swampert. Its water and ground typing make it both super effective and you get the Mega Evolution bonus. Hopefully you have a Mega level 3, but even Mega level 1 or 2 is worth it for that extra candy. I highly recommend trying to get enough people in your groups that you don't need to Primal or Mega a counter, and instead you can Primal or Mega something that's going to boost that candy for you. I hope this raid guide helped you prepare so that you can make the most of these Groudon raids. I already have a Hundo and a 96, but I want another one. You can never have too many Groudons, right? I also need a lot more Candy XL to finish powering up some of them. Let me know in the comments if you're going to be doing Groudon raids, and remember, if you want to host or join remote raids, hop in the DittoBase Discord, dittobase.gg. I look forward to playing and raiding together. We'll see you in the next video.